What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, I investigated the rental crisis in Australia. Before we dive into this video and in this investigation, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to support the channel further, in the description section, there's a Patreon link. Hit the link, subscribe, get your exclusive benefits. Let's dive in.
We are in the most expensive city in the entire country. So your share is 500 a week?
Yes.
So that's for like one room, is it?
Yeah, and I've got the smallest rooms.
Like in 2024 alone, I believe there was like 500,000 migrants recorded to enter Australia. How much do you pay for rent per week? Yeah, and what does that get you?
2-bedroom apartment, 5 minutes from the water, yeah.
They're trying to push everyone out to the outskirts of Sydney.
$1,000 a week for this.
The value of the Australian dollar is dropping. We think everything's getting expensive.
$1,000 a week. I need to see what it looks like. $1,000 a week is insane. And bro, you're rich. If you're paying $1,000 in rent a week, you're rich.
$5 worth less.
Outside a house in Mascot, $990 a week.
I just feel like per week.
What? How? All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to the video. I've got a few quick fire stats regarding the rental situation in this country right now. So the average weekly rent for a house in Australia is around $580. And the average rent price for a unit.
Average for a house in Australia, $580 a week. So monthly, we're looking at over $2,000 for average.
Across Australia is $520, right?
Yep.
Now, we are in, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, the most expensive city in the entire country, which is where I also happen to live. So in Sydney, to rent a house, it's gonna cost you around $1,043 a week. And to rent a unit, it's gonna cost you around $700 a week. So for me,
So to rent a house, it's gonna cost you over $4,000 a month. To rent a unit, it's gonna cost over about $2,800 a month. Jeez, dude, are the electricity, are the utilities included, or do I gotta pay that separate too?
I've been renting in a place called Macquarie Park, which is in like the northern suburbs of Sydney, and I was paying $700 a week for a 1-bedroom apartment. We're gonna be interviewing some people in Sydney, just seeing how much everyone's paying for rent. Maybe these guys. Do you guys rent in Sydney? Yeah, how much do you guys pay a week for rent?
$350.
$350? Where do you live?
Out Western Sydney, Cabramatta Way.
And what does that get you?
A 1-bedroom apartment.
You know the average price to rent an apartment?
$350 a week, so $1,400 a month, single bedroom. I mean, Sydney, that don't sound too bad. 1-bedroom apartment, that's not that bad. But geez, I stay in a 2-bedroom apartment for $1,100 a month. So, but my city ain't no Sydney.
In Sydney is $700 a week. It's nice to meet you guys, God bless. Bro, that's unheard of. When I was living in Melbourne, I was paying like $500 a week for the best apartment in the city. But you know, even vacancy rates, bro, at an all-time low, it's like 1.5%.
So there's not much property.
There's hardly any.
Yeah.
There's like 99% that's unavailable.
I live around the city, I live in Haymarket.
How much do you pay for rent every single week, and what do you get for that?
Normally with the bills, it's close to $500 a week, but I mean, I could get so much more up in Queensland.
$750.
$750, and what does that get you?
2-bedroom apartment, 5 minutes from the water, yeah.
Manly area, you said?
Fresh, yeah, it's next to
freshwater.
Next to Manly, yeah.
Do you live alone or with someone?
With my partner.
Yeah, right. And do you guys have like a dual income household, would you say?
So our house
You
share,
have to. That's $3,000 a month in rent. Unless, I mean, if you got it, you got it. If you got money like that, you got money like that. But I know I do.
yeah, I'm lucky enough to house share with 2 people.
So your share is
yeah.
$500 a week.
Yes,
So that's for like one room, is it?
that's for my, yeah. And I've got the smallest room, so.
Nah, that's crazy.
And what do you think about Sydney rent prices as it stands in 2025?
All comes down to so many factors with supply and demand and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, rent prices are going up as well as house prices. So yeah, it is expensive.
For sure, for sure. And do you live in like a modern apartment or like no, it's run down or it's old?
Oh, it's probably 30 years old, but yeah, it's okay. It's not original.
30 years old.
But it's not modern.
And so is your place like pretty modern or would you say it's a bit older?
Yeah, look, it's in between.
What do you do for work, man?
Yeah, so I do data analytics.
I'm a graduate valuer.
Valuer, interesting. In terms of like going to inspections, have you been to a bunch of them before?
Yes.
And how many people would you say rock up generally?
Last week, and there were 25 people there.
Damn. If you don't mind me asking, bro, like what would your weekly salary be?
Not as high as I want it to be.
Yeah.
I think pretty standard
Over
What?
1,000 a week, would you say?
Just.
Just. Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy because like half your, weekly income is going to rent.
That's right.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's crazy. Half your income is going to rent. 50%.
Oh, man,
Jesus.
that's a lot.
Why do you think there's no properties?
I feel like it's because of migration.
Yeah.
Like in 2024 alone, I believe there was like 500,000 migrants that were like recorded to enter Australia and live.
It happened after COVID, right? Is that when all the migration happened?
Yeah, because obviously we blocked out so many people from coming to the country for so long. The government's like, oh, you know what? Like everyone in, like everyone from all over the world. Are we doing a video on like the rent prices now, actually?
Oh, I don't know the rent price. I just got it from Queensland.
No way.
Yeah.
Were you renting there or you bought a home or?
No, I was renting up there.
What were you
Still
paying
are.
a week in Queensland?
600.
600?
Yeah.
Where was that? What city?
Ipswich.
Ipswich. 600 a week in Ipswich.
Yeah.
And what would that get you? What sort of place?
4-bedroom.
4-bedroom? That's pretty good, man. What do you?
Hey, I mean, see now we 4-bedroom, 2,400 a month. 4 bedrooms though, so that don't sound too bad. Still a little higher on the end for 4-bedroom around here. I want to keep it under 2K a month, but I mean that's not terrible.
What do you do for work?
Scaffold.
Scaffolding. Nice, nice.
What do you think about it? Like, do you think migration is a good thing or a bad thing?
There's been obviously a lot of good things about migration. I think it's good that we live in like a multicultural society, but it's gotten way too far. Quick question, we're just doing a video for YouTube. Do you rent in Sydney by any chance? Nah, that's right, bro. Nice to meet you. Is that chicken nuggets? Can I have one?
Yeah,
you
can
feel
I
it,
have
sir?
one?
Come, bro. What do you think?
Think that China owns Australia? Look around you.
Hello. 你会说中文吗？好，你住在悉尼吗？你住在哪？Burwood 啊，一个星期你多少？950 That's $980.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
980. They got money. They got bread. They got moolah. They got cheddar.
Bye bye. So they were saying that they live in Burwood.
Two
They pay
bedroom.
$980 a week, and they think it's very expensive. What are your thoughts?
It
Nicholas?
is.
End of the day, boys, they're trying to push everyone out to like the outskirts of Sydney, to like the rural areas, and then they're going to keep the rich people in the heart of Sydney City. They're even pushing people out of Mount Druitt, you know?
Yeah.
They keep on upping the prices, bro. It's crazy. I don't know how people survive.
How much do you pay for rent, bro, in Sydney?
I just pay like 170 per week.
What?
Okay, for a week, for a room. So not like an actual, but 200 a week, 800 a month. Now we talking. Well, he said 170 a week, so we talking 340, 680 a month. Easy.
North Epping.
North Epping?
Yeah,
But how did you get such a cheap amount?
I just found it on Gumtree. Yeah. It's a room. It's a small
One room? Like, what do you do for work?
Yeah, I work in aged care.
You know, the Alibaba founder Jack Ma?
Yeah.
He was full on sleeping on the floor in like a tiny little house.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know, man. Like, it builds your character. For example, our editor Justin, he's got to find a place to live, and it's so expensive in Sydney. But I reckon, man, like, it grows your character. Like, I reckon I'll kick out my son at 18. Do you rent by any chance?
No, I don't. I own.
You own, very nice. And did you guys ever rent in Sydney by any chance
We
before?
did before this one. We were in Rose Bay.
Rose Bay, okay. And what year was that?
2021.
And what were you paying back then? Was it like a place in the same area or?
Same area, Rosebery,
Yep.
Rose Bay, sorry, and we're paying about 900 a week.
Wow.
For a 2-bedroom.
Wow. Was it like modern or was it kind of run down or?
It was an old building, but newly renovated.
I used to pay $450 in Neutral Bay, and I had like a bridge view kind of situation. Just after COVID,
Dude, that's
I was paying
mad.
$450, and it was hectic. Bridge
That's
view, high bridge
hectic.
view. It was a 1-bedroom, but like solo bedroom.
And do you feel like Sydney rent prices at the moment are just getting like out of hand or?
That's ridiculous.
Even like mortgage repayments for yourself and stuff as well?
Horrible.
Yeah? What do you reckon you guys are paying per month for your repayments?
You don't want to know.
Like 5 to 10K?
And more.
More than 15?
In between.
Wow.
I had to take my headphones off because I can't believe what I just heard. I had to take my. He said mortgage repayment monthly. How much are you paying? You don't want to know. Between 5 to 10K? More. Around 15 monthly. Jesus. 15. Nah, bro. Nah. Australia, y'all gotta do something, bro. Y'all gotta fix that.
Now I'm in Paddington. I'm in like one of them houses that's like split into like 10 separate rooms
Yeah.
with their own kitchen and bathroom.
Like a shared house?
Paying the same amount.
No way. So what do you do for work?
I'm a lawyer.
You're a lawyer?
Yeah.
And what does your husband do?
He's a banker.
Yeah, y'all got to be two people who bring in a crap ton of money. Y'all got to have jobs like lawyer and banker. There you go.
A banker. So do you guys feel like in this sort of day and age, you definitely need that dual income household to support all the expenses?
100%.
100%?
I think we're on good incomes, but even us on good incomes, it's still
Wow.
rough out there.
Anyone out there wanting to buy their own home, what advice would you have for them?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. So do you live in the home that you own?
I live in the home I own. It's great. It's
Yeah,
just the mortgage rate
Yeah.
at the moment, and it makes life outside of that mortgage rate really rough.
The value of the Australian dollar is dropping
Yeah.
in comparison to USD. So we think everything's getting expensive,
Yeah.
but our dollar's worth less.
Because bro, when me and this guy were in the US, things were so expensive compared to the Australian dollar.
Exactly.
Like I was pumping money out there.
Bro, the rent is like, it's just unbelievable how expensive it is, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop up a quick screenshot of where I moved out recently, but I was living here until like a few weeks ago. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Yes, 21st floor. Yes, Macquarie Park, nice area. But still, I ended up paying an extra $120 after a year. What do you pay for rent per week?
I pay $950. 2 bedroom in Zetland.
In Zetland? That's not bad. Did you pay it all yourself?
No, I split it with the missus.
You know, people's wages is like $700, $850 a week.
Yeah, bro.
But do you know why? So back in the day, the male used to pay for everything while the
Yeah.
mum would look after the kids, right?
Yeah.
Now you need your partner, your wife, to work as well, right?
Yep.
And then
That's around the world, bro. That's worldly. My household is a single income household. Some months are more of a struggle than others. I will say that. Some months are like, and some months are good. But yeah, dual house. I mean, in today's age, you just need 2 incomes, bro. It's
what happens?
That's it.
She leaves the kids
Yeah.
in the school,
The school system?
and they're teaching them how to cut their genitals off and change genders.
Literally, bro. You reckon that's expensive or cheap?
It's like $1,200, $1,300 for the other ones now.
Yeah?
So we kind of got a deal because we've been there for a while.
And what do you do for work?
I work in like marketing product.
Marketing. Oh, what do you do for work, by the way? Sorry. Marketing. All right. The man's been feminized by feminism, and then the woman's gone into the workforce, and then there's all this kind of like boss bitch mentality that's being promoted in the music and society. No household can afford the rise in income in 2025, so then they send the kids to school. The school indoctrinates them. It's like a vicious cycle that you just can't get out of.
And it's all planned. It's very strategic.
It's all planned. All right, so guys, we are currently standing outside a house in a suburb called Erskineville in Sydney. Now, this house has been listed for an inspection, which we're about to go into right now. And this house is going for $900 a week. It has 2 bedrooms only and 1 bathroom, no car space. So just to show you guys how expensive Sydney is, $900 a week. We're gonna go inside in a second, and I'll show you guys inside. Pretty shit house, honestly. Looks very run down. Oh, no one's here. Are we on time? We're 3 minutes late. The Tuesday, 4th of March. 12, bro, they changed it.
dang.
Oh, no. Bro, I literally Google calendared all this. It was 12, my bad.
We did a video on the Australian
He
housing
said it was 12. My bad.
prices. Very similar house, and we actually went inside. There was a lot of people there, but no one even wanted to like have this house. A lot of people were like, "Nah, we're gonna go look at the next one because it's very small." But they were like, they had no choice because there's not many options right now because there's so many migrants and people looking for houses at the moment. So yeah, we didn't get inside, but bro, look at bro, it's all rusted as well.
All right, I'll give you guys some stats. 5-minute walk from St. Peter's Station. We're very close to the city. But yeah, it's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. There is an upstairs, as you can see, but it looks very, very run down. That's all the details I have here. But yeah, this is one example, guys, of a place in Sydney where you're gonna be paying almost $1,000 a week for this. So guys, we have just arrived outside a house in Mascot that's going for $990 a week. Look, I mean, Mascot, close to the airport, you know,
I don't
near
care,
the city,
bro.
not the worst of
1,000
areas. Looks okay from the outside, but still like $1,000 a week for this, you know? Are you guys looking at the house? Are you guys from Sydney? Where are you from?
India.
Do you feel like Sydney's expensive?
Yeah,
Compared to India, like what are the prices like? Would you say you can get the same thing for half the price, or
for sure.
would you say you're using most of your salary to cover rent?
I do about 50%.
50% of your salary goes to rent. That's crazy, man.
Are you seeing the house for the video? Or?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, like it's pretty expensive for this, man. $990. Yeah. What's your budget, would you say, for a house?
Around 1200.
1200?
Yeah.
When did you guys come to Australia?
6 months ago.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
And you as well. Was it easy to get into Australia?
I guess so.
Like any visas and stuff? And
Yeah, I mean, not that hard.
not really?
Yeah, we're coming here to study. So.
To study, yeah. Nice. I'll see you inside anyway.
Obviously, all the furniture is and all they're offering
1200 weekly. What they got? I mean, y'all got some budgets out there, bro.
gardening once a month because they love their trees, they love their garden.
So this one was $990 a week, was it? That's very expensive, hey.
I don't think so.
No, not for
The
Sydney?
other side, no.
What's the flooring made out of?
It's timber. It's real timber.
Has there been any like ants or cockroaches or
No,
anything?
they've done it really well.
Cool. Who lived here before?
The owners.
Oh, the owners.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have a think.
There you go.
Yeah, I appreciate it though. Thank you.
That's okay.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks. All right, so there you guys have it. Australia's rental crisis continues. You know, it was funny, guys, because obviously that last house he went to wasn't too bad for $990 a week, but we've
It's not.
it's like
I don't think anything, bro. 1,000 a week, bro. I'm needing a 4-bedroom at the very. That's $4K a month, bro. No, I need like a 5-6 bedroom, bro. 3 bath, big yard. Like that's a lot.
over $1,000, even sometimes $2,000 for a 2-bedroom place in Sydney, which is ridiculous.
Let me Google how much 4,000 Australian dollars is comparison to US, because I know there's a difference. So about 2,500 in US for a 2-bedroom. It's too much. That's just too much. Yeah, 2-bedroom. I would expect, like I said, we took 2-bedroom and we paid less than half of that. So it's too much.
And yeah, you can see, I guess, how competitive the market is and how so many people just can't afford a place to live. So what do you guys think? Do you want us to continue investigating this issue, maybe in a different city? Mention that in the comments below, but nonetheless, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And my thoughts are with you guys if you are struggling with housing at the moment. And we'll see you next video.
That's all we got for this video. It's just a lot of money. It's just a lot of freaking money. But that's it. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Check out the next one. I'll see y'all next time.